Hello everyone and welcome to the next issue. I'm your host, The Power Trip, and this week we continue our march to Dragon Con. I know, we've only got about 2 weeks left to Dragon Con. What could we possibly have enough time for? Well, I thought for this week we would step away from all the heavy armor, quad suits, and what have you, and step a little closer into some easier to make costumes, namely the fan favorite Harley Quinn. Now, what's that you say? We just spent 2 weeks going over costumes that kind of played away from seeing like thousands and thousands of Harley Quinns all over the place? Why would we try and do this now? Well, this is the next issue, and we focus primarily on the comics. And for anybody that's been reading the current iteration of Harley Quinn, let me tell you, there is plenty to choose from there when it comes to amazing outfits. With that being said, though, I've got a lot of ground to cover this week, and not a whole lot of time to do it, though today's video is going to be longer than just about any other I've done so far. Now, while I've mentioned Harley Quinn's new comic, we're actually going to start with, the old classic. Now, this outfit, it's just basically one piece. Well, the hood is optional to be a second piece, but this is probably, out of all the outfits I'm going to show, the easiest to make because it's one piece of an outfit. Now, I'm personally not a costume maker, so I don't know all the details, except for maybe using some form of wet look spandex with some kind of stretch to it. I'm not 100% sure, but I know this is, from all the details you can see in any kind of a costume, this looks to be one of the easiest because, like I said, it's just a one-piece outfit. Skin tight, mind you, but one piece. And the classic has always been my personal favorite. Going from there, we're going to touch on one of the newer outfits. When the New 52 launched in comics, Harley made her first appearance in the Suicide Squad comic. Now, out of all of her outfits that you could see, this one actually has taken the flack of being one of the least popular. And I can see why for a lot of reasons. For one, why on earth is Harley wearing a cape? For two, I know a lot of people have mentioned how she could possibly do half of her acrobatics in a bustier, or I'm not sure what you would call that per se, but the outfit definitely doesn't leave a lot for her to work with, especially working for the Suicide Squad itself. But I have to mention this anyway because actually, as far as Harley Quinn outfits go, this one's not bad overall, but it's still, by and large, not one of the more popular ones. Moving on from there, before we really dive into the new 52 Harley, I am going to make special mention of the Amikami style Harley. I think you've heard me mention Amikami before. It's where DC kind of reimagined a lot of their characters, gender bent in some ways for some of them, but in a more manga/anime style. Here, Harley is definitely more Harley, per se. She is one of the characters that didn't really change, like, say, Batman is strictly Batgirl, and Dula, whereas she's usually the daughter of the Joker, in this one she's more this universe's version of the Joker. Harley is still Harley. So this one is also not bad. It's another reimagining. Not one of my personal favorites as far as Harley outfits go, but still really good to, a good different Harley that I don't really see very often. I see more Amikami, Dula Dents than I do Harley Quinns. Moving on from here, we're actually going to go to the Harley you see in her new book, her first appearance. And I'm not talking about the cover because she's not quite to that Harley yet when you first open the book. The first Harley we really see is what we call Biker Harley, wearing what is going to be eventually basically the new standard Harley outfit that you'll see in most of her comics, but with said biker jacket, biker style. This Harley, pretty easy to do, two-piece outfit. The hardest part of this outfit I can imagine would be crafting that jacket. That jacket's probably amazing, but this close to Dragon Con might be a little hard to pull off. But Biker Harley is definitely a fun one to look at, definitely to do as well. Going from there, the next step would actually be what I call the new standard. This one kind of similar to the Suicide Squad Harley you see, but definitely no cape. Um, the bustier is a different format. Definitely goes better with the art style and her build and everything. Her shorts, sometimes when you see her out and about, she'll have the bullet belt. Sometimes she does not. And then, for the most part, the biker boots and leggings that she has a lot of the time. The next one up that you see is the one that she's actually gotten more famous for recently. It has been the Roller Girl Harley. Now this one has been there's a reason this was the cover of the first issue, and why that she's still a roller girl actually in the book. This outfit is very original for her and very fitting for her current tone, her current environment for how she is. Roller Girl Harley, I honestly can't believe they've never come up with this before, but it's definitely brilliant as for style. As far as costumes go, once again, fairly easy to make. I can imagine maybe the shoulder pads, the knee pads, and maybe even the custom skates could be kind of difficult with this short of notice. But then again, for some of you that are pretty advanced in costume making, I could just be underselling this. You guys might be able to pull this off no problem. The next Harley Quinn I want to get into is what I call Night on the Town Harley. Harley had just had a visit from her girlfriend Ivy, and had decided she was going to go out and about, and actually quotes a very famous quote from her book right now that fits how this goes with her costumes and everything, stating to herself in the mirror that she'll never understand why Superman wears the same outfit every day. And true enough to form with this book, Harley does not wear the same outfit all the time. She definitely jumps around a good bit. This Night on the Town outfit is very standard outfit. I mean, it's something you really do see several women wear out and about in the town when they're going out for like dinner or anything like that. But it's just in the Harley theme, the red and black, or in this case like a red and maybe a dark navy blue. I'm not entirely sure here how the art goes, but if you wanted to stick with the black, you could. Obviously the leggings, and as always with almost all of these new Harley outfits, you're definitely going to either be wearing a wig or you're going to be dyeing your hair two different colors with this, which if you go with the hair dye, just be really careful with that. You know, you obviously don't want to, you want to do your best not to kind of mix in between there. Well, I mean, you can, and nothing's perfect, but if you're really going for that continuity there, that's the key there. You might be better off with a wig. But that's Night on the Town Harley, as like I said, as I've deemed her in this one. Now on this list, we're going to have, I believe, just two technical bathing suits you could do. This one can be used for either cosplaying at Dragon Con, or if you just want to do some swimsuit photos around there, or heck, if you just want to swim as Harley. The hardest part about this outfit, other than just making a custom-made bathing suit, is actually the fact that you're going to be body painting yourself from head to toe completely white. The outfit is a one-piece, which is surprising in today's world of comics. You don't see a lot of artists that just go ahead and do a one-piece instead. In this case, it's very well done for Harley. But technically, I'm not entirely sure how well making a custom-made bathing suit goes, but this is actually a pretty easy one to do. Actually, probably a lot easier than her normal one full-body outfit from her original time as Harley. And speaking of her original outfit, the next one I've pretty much deemed as pajama or jammies Harley, where, as a shout out to her original self, New 52 Harley has a version of her original outfit made in a pajama style. In the comic you can see it's still kind of shiny, though for pajamas you could do a fleece style, but this one cuts away about at the shin and is actually more open at the top, but in definitely more of a nightwear, something to wear while sleeping, probably since it covers so much the winter time per se. And much like her original outfit, this one's also once again going to be a lot easier to make because it's one thing. And actually in this case, since you're not needing a stretchy skin tight spandex, this one may actually even be easier if you're making, say, like fleece style pajamas or normal just regular cloth style pajamas to wear for it around the con. Now, speaking of something to wear just casually around the con, next we have what's basically just standard street clothes Harley. This one would basically use jeans, which in this particular picture I'm showing, it looks like it's got a white string on the inside. That's not blood on her knee. That's a white ripped string there that you could probably just rip some jeans and dye that red, obviously. But the hard part here is going to be that tank top, the halter top, or whatever you call that, that's once again a Harley custom thing. One of the things you'll notice in a lot of the newer books is she's got her original outfit, and it's almost like she has a Harley Quinn line of clothing here, because she has just about anything she wants to wear, and it's all Harley Quinn themed. By the time you get done making these, if you've been following the books, you too may have a Harley Quinn themed wardrobe in your closet. Now, this next one you're going to see is actually from an issue of Harley where she's actually part of a burlesque show, I believe. This one is Bodysuit Harley, where she actually is doing a skit as part of the show, and it starts off dressed as an alien, and, well, as part of the skit, strips down the alien costume, and lo and behold, is wearing a skin-tight bodysuit made to kind of look like her, at that time, natural skin color. So, while she looks like she's almost nude, she's very much not. This one can be very fun to wear, but it's very daring too, I would say. This one is another one of those that easy to make, though it's going to be shiny and sparkly. This one you are going to stand out in a crowd. And not only for this one are you going to have your hair colored or have to do a wig, but you're going to have your hair done in a certain style to follow with this one as well. As you can see from some of the stuff in here, Harley's still as flexible as ever. I don't know how that would work in the costume per se, but it's definitely something to take in there. Also in that same issue, you get a taste of what's a slight outfit, what I call Harley Harleen, where she kind of plays on her psychiatrist nature as Harleen, but she's still very much Harley and doesn't try to hide it. This one's very similar to, say, like a Velma cosplay from Scooby-Doo, but, well, once again, Harley Quinn. This one's actually probably the absolute easiest, because this one, simple black skirt, simple red or pinkish, depending on how much you want to match the hair, turtleneck sweater, and then everything else is just the makeup. This one's not even one you really have to make. You could probably go out to Goodwill and buy most of that if you wanted to. That's why I say this one's probably the absolute easiest to make. I know I've said that 100 times. I'm not a costumer per se, so I may be dead wrong on a lot of this, but these are just my suggestions for different things you can try with Harley. For our next outfit I'm going to make a suggestion on is, well, wedding dress Harley, something you probably wouldn't expect to see. This one was a very, very well done outfit, very well done dress. This one, though, being a wedding dress, is probably going to be very elaborate. I'm not 100% sure this is one that could be done, budgeted or anything, in 2 weeks. But very beautiful nonetheless. One that comes out of nowhere for this next one is actually a Catgirl Harley Quinn. This one's kind of done in a little side adventure in one of her books, but this one's more of a call out to both a fursuit or a cat suit from a musical, but it looks very nice for Harley Quinn. It works very well for anyone that wants to try this kind of out there outfit. I would definitely, I personally would love to see this at a convention. It looks really good. Now, this next one, I can't tell you how much I really like this next one, because Power Girl, honestly, is one of my absolute favorite characters in the DC Universe. Not going to go into a whole lot of detail with that, but leave it to say that this particular Harley outfit is amazing. At one point in the book, Harley and Power Girl end up as a dynamic duo. I'm not going to get into the details here. I don't have a lot of time for that. But Power Girl Harley Quinn, that outfit is just absolute amazing, and it screams the fact that she wants to be the leader of the team, and just loves the fact that she's hanging out with Power Girl so much. This is, once again, another outfit that I've not seen at a convention, but I think would be amazing to see out there. This one's another one of those, looks like it'd be easier to make, not as much material, but with like any of these new 52 Harleys, you once again have a lot of body paint you're going to be doing. But this one, for anyone that loves Power Girl and loves Harley Quinn, this is the mashup you've been waiting for. Now, while Dragon Con's still in the summer, it's never too early to try a Christmas style Harley. This one's, once again, just like all these outfits, absolutely gorgeous. This one might be a little warm to wear at Dragon Con, so I would definitely suggest wearing this one strictly indoors, but then again, it does have a lot of skin to it, so maybe not. It just really depends on the material you want to make with this, and just how warm all the little fluffing around the outfit goes. But Christmas style Harley that came in her holiday special is a very original, very gorgeous Harley to do. This one looks like it'd be all sorts of fun, even if you don't do it for Dragon Con. This one looks like something that'd be fun to do around Christmas time anyway. Now, I'm gonna go out there and say that you've heard me say a lot in this video that this Harley's really easy, or this Harley's my favorite. Well, out of all the new 52 outfits I've seen Harley come out in, this particular one is, well, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's basically a fanciful dress Harley had done when she went on a date with Bruce Wayne. Imagine that. This is definitely one of those that if you make this and you wear this, you're gonna want to be careful, because this dress is just gorgeous and you're gonna be in a big crowd. Definitely more of one you'd want to wear if you're going to a special event, or if you are going to just kind of do pictures off to the side. But this one is just absolutely beautiful and a very fun one I'd love to see happen at Dragon Con. This one right here steals the show for me. Now, while on said date with Bruce Wayne, Harley ends up somehow, I'm not sure, I'd have to go back and look, but ends up being a Robin Harley for a little bit. So you get to see what Robin Harley would be like if she was with Batman. This one's another little fun one, a good little mix and mash, kind of like what Power Girl was. This one is another good one to do, especially if you wanted to kind of sneak up on some of the Batman around there and get, photobomb. This would be a really good one to do just for that, if nothing else. Now, I did mention another swimsuit in this one. This one's more your standard of what you'd probably see a lot of Harleys want to wear at a convention. It's just a bikini. This one, of course, is going to be like any other custom Harley outfit. I'm not sure how easy it is to make a bikini, let alone a swimsuit, but it's Harley themed. And just, standard bikini, not anything really big for that. But once again, as far as bikinis go, once again, even more skin that you got to definitely make sure you're body painted for. But would make for some fun swimsuit pictures and stuff like that. Now, for my next to last outfit, I'm going to bring to the table Pirate Harley. This one's one of the newest Harleys that they've done in the book. Pirate Harley just looks absolutely fun. This one would be great to do at a convention. Just go around, be as loud as you want, and just have some fun, especially with any jokers around. This one, though, is definitely a little bit more of your complicated Harley costumes, so have that as a warning. But this one is absolutely just really fun looking. I can't explain that enough. This one's great, and I would definitely want to see this one at any convention. Let alone just, heck, even out in public, this one would be fun. And for my last Harley Quinn, this one's actually not even New 52, but it is the newest version of Harley I've actually seen in the comics. If you've been keeping up with any of the comics lately, you'll notice that they've been doing a 1966 Adam West Batman comic book series. And in this series, they finally introduced what Harley Quinn would have looked like back then. And of course, she's on roller skates and everything, and she is definitely the 1966 craziness that is Harley, but she's still fun and still out there with it. This is another really good one to do, and right out there that you would probably not normally see. Well, everyone, I know I'm going to have to wrap this up really quick because I'm running really short on time. Thank you guys for watching. I hope I've managed to inspire and bring about some costumes you normally wouldn't see. I do have one more video for next week coming into Dragon Con. I'm going to leave that for a surprise for now, but I'll see you next week for the next issue.